Man, this is lifestyles of the poor and unfucking fortunate. But I tell you what, bitch, we got views.
It's I got some shit to say to podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop because we never do. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squints.
That's right. R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. With me as always,
ChadArmesTV.com.
That's right. And with us today, finally, we have a good friend of ours.
Hell yeah.
He's been in the game for a long time as far as an artist. He currently has a new single. He's, like I said, a great friend of ours. But ladies and gentlemen, none other than Kwik Money is in the building with us today. Let's give it up. Yeah, that's for you, Corey. You don't have to clap when it's for you. They're clapping for you.
Yeah, we got you.
Back at him.
Yeah, I totally get it. So,
shout out Ja Rule, Clapback. Great diss song back in the day.
what was the name of the song?
Clapback, Ja Rule.
Oh, okay.
We gonna clap back. We gonna clap back. We gonna clap back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. I remember exactly.
That was his attempt at 50 Cent.
So, Coy, what is up, man? Coy's real name is Coy. I apologize. Kwik Money's real name is Coy. There you go. It's not his real name, but for short, that's his real name. So when I say Coy, that's his fucking name.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Glad
one
to
of the
get you on
dopest
here.
first names ever. Can I put it out there?
Yeah.
So Kwik Money's first name, government stamp, is Lincoya.
Yeah, that's dope.
Lincoya, correct?
Yep.
Amazing. I love
dope.
that name.
First person ever I've let do this. Ever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
dude, we're at a time
'cause
in our
it's
life now because you know what I mean. It's like embrace it. Like why?
Dude, I've never seen a name. I've never seen that name.
Exactly. And
That's
when
dope.
you have a one of a kind name like that,
Yeah.
run with it, bro. Because I think it's dope. And Coy for short is dope.
You know how I
think.
got it, right?
No,
No,
go ahead,
how
go.
did you?
Tell
It
us.
was one of my ancestors. So one of my grandmother, my dad's mom's side, it would have been like her great grandfather or her somewhere up there.
Yeah.
It was her cousin. The one of the in that tribe so it's Native American Creek
Yeah.
tribe. So
Creek Squad.
So with that, my grandmother used to always tell me you were named after one of your ancestors. I semi-believed it because it was like, oh, it was such a stretch story what I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
So when Andrew Jackson did the Trail of Tears, I don't know if y'all are familiar with that.
I remember. Yeah.
But he pretty much moved all of indigenous people
Yeah.
west. And so Andrew Jackson found this young kid that was Native American, and that was his name, was Lincoya. So long story short, Lincoya tried to run away multiple times, and then he got on a horse, tried to run away to get back to his tribe,
Yeah.
and died at 11, froze to death on a horse.
Damn.
Damn.
I don't know if my parents wanted me to die when I was 11, but
Right.
That's what
when
it
I was
sounds
25. So they were
Yeah,
close.
for
Not
sure.
close.
Well,
So
plus-
here's baby.
Dying at 11 back then was like living to 65. now.
Yeah, dude. That literally.
Life expectancy
Most
was
of
like
them were gone in the
21.
plague at like 8 years old or some shit.
Shout out
you know how
to
many thousands of people died on the
shout out to
Trail of
Speedy.
Tears.
oh, dude, especially
Coy, do me
Oregon
a favor.
Trail.
Scoot in towards Chad.
Shout
just a
out to
little
the
bit.
Oregon Trail. You fucking break
One
a
of the
leg on an
worst video
oxen.
games ever. Y'all
Break a
remember-
leg on an oxen and then you're fucking shit out of luck. You die of dysentery.
Did y'all ever play Oregon Trail like PC game
Yeah.
in school?
That's what I'm talking about at school.
And used to be excited about it.
You
You
got bit by a snake.
You
Play
bit by
Oregon
a
Trail
snake.
today.
You
Stupidest game
you
ever.
definitely died of dysentery. I always diarrheaed myself to death on that game. Always.
Yeah, shout out Oregon Trail. God, that's
Oregon
some
Trail,
years.
dude.
That's a long time
That's
ago.
the name of the album.
You lost
That's
the
the name.
will.
I think that's the name of the episode.
The Oregon Trail,
The
dude.
Oregon Trail.
That's what it
featuring
needs
Kwik
to
Money.
be.
That's it.
Because
For sure.
we fucking everybody play. Oh, not everybody. When I say everybody, I mean us three. Because we're all the same age.
from
So-
that era, if you're
Dude, that was when computer games were.
if you
just like-
graduated high school before 2005, there's a chance
Yes.
you probably played Oregon Trail on a PC.
and
game.
we weren't rich enough to have like a computer with games on it when I was growing up. So like playing
Facts.
it, right? School was where I could
Yeah,
get it.
Facts for sure. So let's take it back a little bit. Let's see. So y'all know I just turned 40 years old, and I can probably accurately admit that I have known Kwik Money for about anywhere from 15 to 18 years. I'd put it in that span.
Yeah.
That sound about accurate, boy?
Yeah,
Right?
for my
A long time.
maybe
But I'll tell y'all this much. From the jump, me and Coy have been
maybe longer, but
great friends. Like that's my guy back there. We've from trips to and from Knoxville to watch the Vols play ball to being to being aspiring rappers here in local Nashville, to being good friends of Jelly. Like there's a lot of characteristics that me and Coy share.
Plus,
And we
y'all worked with each other for
exactly.
a while
That's
too,
the
right?
Knoxville thing. Like
Oh, okay.
But ultimately it was because Coy worked at the same place as me,
Gotcha.
and we just got to share those experiences. But long story short, Kwik Money has been a friend of mine for a very long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Fun fact, along the way,
Ding.
one of the only bars I ever stole as a rapper, I stole from Kwik Money.
Really? What bar? You stole it? Did you ask him, or did you just steal
No,
it?
I told him immediately after I did it. Coy, you'll probably remember it. But
So it was like ask for apologies, not permission. kind of thing.
after something rocking. I said something rocking twice, and I got it from Coy, and it's on a song with Chad. I'm sorry, I'm not more accurate about how.
So you committed thievery on one of our songs.
No, it's envious thievery. It was like a
it's still
envious. It
thievery.
was like a silent shout out.
I do remember you telling me, but I don't remember what.
And
what
it
part
wasn't
was,
like I didn't steal it
like
word for word. I stole the structure of the bar.
50, like
I just
take off
sh-
like a
it was like Chevy rocking, watch me dropping.
350 small block.
I don't know.
I
Dude.
turned off like a rocket.
I still listen to that song you and Young Zane did.
Shout out
Which
Young
one?
Zane.
Oh, man, it was.
We did a couple. Man, I wish he would. I hope he's doing great.
I do too,
all
man.
do.
I love
Man, I
Zane.
would love to see him. I'd love to see him. I ain't
Zane's
seen him in
music's so
long.
good.
Fun fact: Young Zane is capable of probably being one of the better rappers this city's ever seen.
Dude,
Yes.
for sure.
He's
That's how
proved
he's
it
doing
time
well.
and time again with numerous clips.
Do it big. That's the one I'm talking about.
Do it big.
Ah,
Was that
And I'm gonna do it big.
Let me
20.
skip.
Yeah, dude. That was that stuff that I don't even know if you put that out on anything.
Shout out Biggs and Cat. Cat. Just this has nothing to do with it, but
Okay, yeah.
Cat loved that song, and she. I think that's the one. That's the one. Where he said something about that's my new spaghetti.
Yeah,
Cat, if
yeah.
you're watching this,
Dude.
shout out Bill and JJ, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Bill. Shout out JJ.
Shout out Chad Arms and his crispy cut beard. Shout out David.
Shout
Manning.
out David
my
Manning. Look
Manning.
here. If you haven't got Rocky's beard oil,
Do that.
Look, David.
First
David's.
off, yeah.
I love David.
Shout out David
I've known
Manning
David.
for one, being an amazing person,
Dude.
2, being an amazing friend, 3, being a perfect fucking barber,
Dude.
4, being an amazing entrepreneur that has recently released a product called Rockies that has a men's product line for hair products with a beard oil, and they currently have what's the shit we put in our hair?
I forgot what it's
Not
called.
hair gel, but it's called
Pomade.
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 Correct.
Shout out to Paul Mall.
Yeah, shout out to Paul
Hassan
Mall.
and Paul Wall.
Yeah, and Paul Wall.
I'll buy yours. I'll buy your beard oil from his brand, and then you can buy another if that's cool, because you probably see him a lot more than I do.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the one he gave Chad today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I actually had one, but fun fact, I gave it away, David, because I need people to try this product. I need to make sure that you're out here.
I'll just give mine to Kwik, and then because
I
I'll be
never
back
get a
over there in
chance.
2 weeks.
I
So
never get a chance. I always forget to order it, and I never get a chance to see him.
Yeah,
like I
dude,
want to.
any
I'd love
hand-to-hand
to see David.
transactions, I can definitely help you,
If
Coy.
this was live, I say, David, pull up. I'll buy 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you know that if you need it, let me know, and I'll grab you whatever, because David cuts my shit every 6 days.
yeah, he's going to cut mine at least every 2 weeks, but
That's
I'd like
what
to do every Saturday. But I don't know if I'll be
came
able to get here every Saturday.
Look at
I
the
told y'all this
precision
off
that's happening.
camera. But fun fact.
Fun fact.
Me and Jelly. Fun fact. Fun fact again. Fun fact one more time.
Coy likes
So, no.
the buttons.
I love buttons.
He's used to hearing him on the other end on the lives.
Me,
Jelly.
Jelly,
Yeah.
and who else?
I don't know what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
And Beard.
Oh, David?
And David Manning.
Okay.
Okay, so me, David Manning, and Jelly. I'll be serious now. We have
I'm
a
still
Christian.
lost.
We have a Christian song together that probably a lot of y'all have never heard.
I'm sure they haven't.
Uh,
Did y'all
but-
ever release
I don't
it?
think y'all. Yeah, I think.
Well, if
I
we
think
have it, they
I think
definitely
I
have
think David released it on. This is back before digital, so it's just on compact disc.
Yeah.
Shout out to Compact,
Compact
Disc
Disc.
and Compact Parking.
That's one of the 15
compact
songs I have
parking.
with Jelly. Shout out my Bubba Jelly.
Yeah.
Jason.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be relevant in the Nashville rap game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Jelly's the Bubba, for sure.
Yeah. He's a goat at this stage where we are in our lives.
He definitely is.
Strug's
Shout out
just a
Strug.
great guy, man.
Fun,
yeah,
that
Strug.
is 1,000,000% accurate. That was kind of the thing. Like Coy, as through the years I've known Coy, me and Coy have always had a very solid relationship. Like, fun fact, like aside from working together, like at a professional job, to like behind the scenes, like me and Coy are homies. Like, real talk. We've hung out. We go to the lake. We've done go clubbing, chasing women, like just all
Birthdays.
kinds of shit. Birthdays, fucking shows, to going to jelly shit together. Like, just you name it. me and Coy, just like me and Chad, like we're that kind of level of friendship. Like it is what it is. But through my years,
Likewise.
and I've told the podcast this, and Chad will co-sign it. On my come up, even as a rapper or just being Squints, just being me as a person, I had a great relationship with Jelly early on, and it has long lasted to the existing day, obviously. Struggle, however, I didn't get the opportunity to really get to know Struggle until right before he went in.
Same here.
Right? But it was so brief. It was real brief, unfortunately. And since he's been home, he's been so solid with me, whatever.
Yeah, same here.
But Kwik Money is a different scenario. Kwik has held a friendship with Strug a long time, and one but way longer than me, unfortunately.
Jelly introduced me to Strug. Stack introduced me to
what I'm getting at, I'm pretty sure
passing.
you introduced me to Strug. I'm pretty sure the day that I met Strug the very first time, and he had already known of me and I had known of him just through me printing and being an aspiring Caucasian rapper, rapping with Chad Arms. I just hadn't had the opportunity to meet Strug yet. And I think the first day I met him, I was with you at the Towers in Madison.
Oh, okay.
Right, and that makes sense.
Might have went to the office where you had Strug.
Exactly, and Strug was there. And I remember Coy had already built the bridge for the introduction because as soon as Strug saw me, he literally, Squints, what's up, bro? And since then, it's been solid, 100%. But thanks to Coy, he initially gave me my introduction to Struggle Jennings. Which was fucking years ago.
It wouldn't even have took me. Strug's just one of those dudes. You would have had one conversation. He would have been, yep.
Yeah, of course. I'm just giving people a timeline about how tight me and you are, about how long I've known Coy and how how long we've. I mean,
dude,
I'm just giving him flowers where how humble he is, man.
For sure.
Dude's
Definitely
got a
is.
big heart. I'm glad that
he owes us an episode
after prison, like the whole him showing like the good side of him, like in his big heart and stuff, man. That's the Will that I knew, like that was so
shout out Crispy.
I'm glad that everybody is able to see that side of him now, man, because it's awesome, man.
No, for sure, for sure.
Good vibes.
My first, I want to say at least 3 times meeting Struggle was in passing when I was dropping Jelly off at a particular house in West Nashville somewhere. So I never got to just chop it up with Struggle because they were in the middle of stuff. So I didn't see Struggle and get to talk to him really much until like maybe 2011. And that was like at a show or at a studio session or something like that. But again, shout out Strug for sure.
And he was on the show. What episode was that?
Episode 34, I believe.
Great episode.
Right before Christmas, he pulled up solo like 3 days before Christmas and sat down with us for like 4 hours.
Great episode. If y'all haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah, for sure. It's
I
great.
love how Chad can just pinpoint numbers like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like I said, so according to the math, this should be episode 88. Yeah, episode
Michael
88
Irvin. Shout out
featuring
Michael
Kwik
Irvin.
Money. So look how much work we put in since Strug's been here. Almost 50 episodes, if not 50.
That's what David was telling me while I was chopping me up earlier. He was talking about how we're killing it with the podcast. He said, "Man, y'all have done it less than a year, and y'all are going to end up having 100 episodes by your year." And I was like,
That's crazy.
Here's another fun fact.
Go.
Bing. So on my first half-ass decent album, it's called Money Talks.
Yeah.
I had 4 features on there.
Mm-hmm.
Jelly, Paper, City Paper,
Yeah.
Struggle, and Doughboy.
All West
Shout out
Nashville,
Doughboy.
gentlemen. Right? Well, Jelly's not in West Nashville.
Jelly South, and then Doughboy's Donaldson. So
Okay, well,
Shout
I was
out
thinking
Doughboy.
Struggling Paper.
I see
Struggling
you,
Paper,
Doughboy.
West Nashville,
That's my
right?
boy.
Yeah. Shout out Doughboy.
But yeah, I'd already built relationships with all. Well, besides at that time, I had met Paper in passing here and there.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
I finally got a hold of him and was able. That was the only feature I've ever paid for. I shouldn't have said that ever.
No,
why
that's
not?
a fun fact.
That's fun
That's a
fact,
definite
dude.
Because
fun
some people,
fact.
well, some people would be like, mad
Fuck that
because
shit.
No, fuck that, dude. I pay
Fuck
for
that
features.
shit.
That's
What you just
do.
said is
Paper.
100% transparent.
Yeah.
But what year was that, Coy?
It was like 05.
2004.
Yeah,
Give me a
bro.
fucking
I mean, come
break,
on,
bro. It's
dude.
almost 20 years ago.
You just
We can
started
talk about
rapping.
it now.
Yeah, well, you just started rapping.
Like, real talk. We can talk about it. On my first CD I ever put out, it was 100% completely free, except for the beats I bought from Fate Eastwood.
Yeah,
That's
shout
because
out
I had to
Fate.
have them. And I bought 2 of them for $500.
Shout out Fate. He texted me the other day. He said, or he tried calling me, but I was in the middle of something.
Fate used to be the one to go. Man, if you didn't have
So
a Fate
Fate,
track, Fate beat.
Yeah, it wasn't relevant. You couldn't even, like, that's what we told Fate when he came. Like, when it came to local talent, that was like a checklist. A, did they have good artwork? If they did, flip it over. Did they have good production? If there's a producer on there you didn't know, doesn't mean it's not good. It just means that the probability of it being good goes down just a little bit. But if you do see a producing credit by Fate Eastwood, I guarantee you that's where you're starting that record, right? Because anybody that has a Fate Eastwood beats they're swinging for the fences on them records, I promise, because everybody had to pay for them, and he was the hottest fucking thing smoking.
Man, shout out Chuck and shout out Mike J, man. They were the ones that were trying to get me Fate beats back then.
Shout out Mike J.
Man, Mike J, he's been getting flowers a lot. Every time Paper and them guys come on.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to have Paper
Fate.
bless us with his presence once, along with Fate
Mike
in the
J's
same
my guy.
episode.
They talk
Mike
about
J
how
was
good
out
the,
my way, so we knew each other.
He's
Yeah,
responsible for a
we
lot
still
of your
know.
stuff, right? A lot of your content. Like, he produced a lot of your shit, right? Or recorded it, Mike J.
No,
What was that guy's name?
Mason.
No, the dude that used to record all your shit. He sung
JP?
R&B.
Double J
Double
production.
JP?
Double J.
That is.
Yeah,
Double
Double
JP.
JP,
Shout
yeah.
out Double JP.
Yeah, shout out Double JP.
Shout
That's
out
the guy
Marcus
that I
J,
remember particularly. Like, a lot of Kwik used to have the 3D disc. Remember that?
Yeah, so I had a hard copy to you youngins watching. So a hard copy is a CD.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
tried
the
to explain it
compact
to them. They
disc,
still
yeah.
don't get it.
The album cover. So what you would see on the screen is like an album cover now. Used to be in a CD case.
Yeah, it used
So-
to be a sleeve and
Right.
shit.
But it came with 3D glasses and
Pause. Shout out to Kwik Money for being the first fucking rapper I ever saw incorporate a pair of 3D glasses that came with the CD. So you'd open it up, you pull the CD glasses out, put them on, and the front of his shit would move. Like, bro, this is the beginning, early 2000s when this
Well,
happened.
this was 2009, right? When you dropped that, because your boy's on that one.
I got shot, so it was supposed to come out in early 09, but it didn't release till 2000, early 2010.
Okay,
Yeah.
2000. Yeah,
I remember it. Blue. I am Kwik Money. I am.
dude, me
Kwik
and him got a
Money.
beater on there, dude.
Oh, you are on that album.
Oh, yeah.
Chaddy's on there.
Chevy.
I've
keep
been
on
getting
rocking,
it.
Ain't no stopping. It's something like
No,
that. It was something rocking, stopping. The bar I stole.
Shout out
Back to
Rock and
that.
Roller Coaster.
I'll try to remember it before
one
it's
of
over.
these-
What'd you say, Chad?
Rock and Roller Coaster. Remember that?
Okay, cool.
One of these days.
One of these days. That's
fun
the
fact.
jam,
that
boy.
that was on.
That's
my
the best
album
record
originally, But back then, Worm was just taking anything that was on other mixtapes.
Right.
But hey,
If he featured on it, he
I
jumped.
had
He
no
threw it.
issue with it. That
Absolutely
was
not.
my uncle. I was like, hey,
Right.
Uncle Worm, you can have that one.
So if you've never heard a Kwik Money record, that's where you start. Go to One of These days.
Yeah, if y'all,
That was
y'all,
dope.
it's
or
on Worm's
Watermelon
album.
Paint.
Watermelon Paint.
Watermelon Paint.
Fun fact about that one.
One with Jelly was
Go, Chad.
I didn't get to do. I wasn't in the studio session when y'all recorded Watermelon Paint.
I
I
was,
remember getting the song from Worm,
I was
and
jealous.
then I was
wasn't
like, "Can I please get on this verse?" And in 10 minutes, I wrote and recorded a verse and sent it back. But was y'all
Flex.
all in there recording that song
Yes.
together?
So when Worm was recording his verse,
Yeah.
funny as shit. So I had already finished my verse.
Yeah.
And, I was doing ad-libs like crazy back then. Like,
yeah.
Worm hated ad-libs.
No, he
Oh
hated
my
doing
God,
them. Hated.
Absolutely hated them.
Yeah.
He was like, Bubba, I don't know where to put these woos and who's and all this. I was like, I got you.
Yep.
So on that particular album, you can hear me doing his ad-libs.
Dude, what's so funny about that? If you listen to Cold Cash, Blaze 314 is doing Worm's ad libs for the same exact reason.
Shout out
because
Blaze
he
314.
hated doing ad libs and said, Blaze,
Shout
get
out
in there.
Blaze.
Can you get in there and do my ad libs? He did say that's so funny you brought that up.
Shout out Blaze Amazing SMG too.
Hell yeah.
Blaze is the type of person that would ask to do your ad libs. Let me do them.
Yeah.
I'll do them.
Well, Worm hated it. Like he said, he hated it.
Yeah, Blaze.
that's a
Ad libs are
banging
so
ass record.
awkward though, bro. They were always just like
I've
most
always
awkward
loved doing
shit.
ad libs.
Chad's up. Ad lib king, real talk.
Yeah, I always liked them too, man. I just felt like they built my.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, without ad libs,
Because I'm my worst enemy. When
who has the best ad libs in the game right now? Mainstream.
mainstream?
I know my vote. Without
I don't even
thinking
know.
about it.
I don't even really. Bags got really good ones.
Moneybag Yo, he does
Yeah.
have good ones.
And what's so good about Bags?
Future.
Well, I don't really listen to Future like that no more. But Bags
don't
ad
listen to
libs
Future
are
no
like
more, too.
unlike any other ad libs I've ever seen.
Go.
The way he does them is just he does them like in different spots than you would normally do them, but they sound so dope when
Yeah,
when
there's
it's all
little
mixed together.
fillers that
I
just
don't
fill
know.
it up
I had
just
to
perfect.
go with the cliche ones, I guess, man. Like Gates.
Gates is
and
dope.
And Rod Wave.
Cool.
I mean, just because that's the wave I'm on right now.
Dude, Rod
Rod
Wave's
Wave.
fire.
You're a big Rod Wave supporter.
I like Rod, man. I really
Yeah,
do.
he's dope, dude.
I
He's dope.
like him.
He talked about how he's doing.
shitty. Nope. Just word of
He's a shitty
mouth.
person like Michael
Shitty.
Jordan.
No, performing live. I hear that's
is he?
disappointing.
I've never seen him live.
And that's just from people that went and saw him here in Nashville at the TSU thing last year. I think he headlined the little TSU.
I heard that he
joint.
didn't even do it. Like most
Yeah.
of the songs they were
He
singing,
was like
the whole
out of
things.
breath and shit. Like it was just a
Which,
horrible
I mean,
experience.
But his story is immaculate, man.
Right, and his content is too.
Shout out to E-Mac.
Shout out to E-Mac. Now, E-Mac's name is beginning to come up a little too often on this podcast, to where
if it wasn't for E-Mac,
Mr. McAnally, you're gonna have to pull up soon.
Doing music with anybody. I wouldn't have met anybody at Street Flavor.
So
besides Charlie, I met Charlie when I was young and dumb, and then
right. Yeah. But when you continue those comments, Eric McAnally's influence on a lot of Caucasian rappers in southeastern region is very heavy. Not just Nashville. Like Eric McAnally started rapping and had a disc out here before any of us even thought about being a Caucasian.
When he got
rapper.
out of the federal penitentiary, he was riding. He lived in the same neighborhood I did. He was riding around that Benz, and he would. And I was working at a grocery store. I was still in high school, working at a grocery store, and he would pull up all the time, and I would always be like, "Man, I got this little thing on a cassette tape, or I might have had something on a CD. I'm not sure, but I was like, oh yeah, let me because I knew that he was messing with Stack because I had already had the Immaculate album. You know, it was like that.
Oh yeah, the Immaculate. Yeah.
So I'd heard Stack, and then Stack was already popping with Car Full of White Boys right when Car Full of White Boys came out.
Banging
so
album.
I was like, oh man, like let me, pass it on, let him hear it. And then he came through for his word, man. And it took some other things for me to actually meet Stack, and then Stack introduced me to Jelly after we done going through passings at.
So you met Stack? You met Jelly through Stack?
Well, I met him before because we were doing battle raps and stuff, but we were doing it through passing. It was like one weekend Jelly would be there. It would be Jelly. Like Jelly caught me off my game one night. I won the first 2 rounds, and then on his side it was the way it was set up. But when he came out, they put the lights on and everything. This is Rocket Town.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I had said something. So I won these 2 rounds. All I had to do was win that 3rd one. I walk outside, and then Jelly's walking down the steps as I'm walking back up with my girl at the time. Had my grill in, looking all thuggish, ruggish bone.
Yeah.
But Jelly says, yeah, there's a white boy here that I've heard of, man. And he's like, and he started saying some of my punchlines I'd said. And I was like, and it threw me so off my game because nobody's done that. And the way
he was playing mind games.
Oh, he played that mind game like. But if I asked him now, he'd probably like, yeah, I kind of remember that. I don't know, but I remember it strongly, and then my ex remembers because when she
remembers everything though.
Yeah,
she's like
Jelly's memory,
photographic type shit.
For the amount of partying Jelly does, he remembers
unbelievable
so much better than I do.
As far as conversations,
so in passing, with that said, in passing, me and him had ran into each other here and there. Some of the times I just go watch him freestyle, like the Kai Hill one, the famous Kai Hill, the one that beat him. I was working with him at the time, Kai Hill, and I went to go see Jelly and Kai battle.
Oh, you saw that battle?
Yes.
Oh, dude,
fucking all, it was dope.
Where he was mocking
Broadway
Jelly and got him all tired,
jumping up and down, bro. It was just one of those.
That's crazy.
So
that's dope that you was there.
I was working with Kai, and shout out to Kai Hill, man.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Broadway rapper, dude.
Yeah,
Broadway
legend.
rapper. He's the one downstairs, downtown with the drums, downtown Nashville with the drums.
That would be a good guest to get too, bro, because he's a legend.
I've reached out.
He's a legend.
Kai Hill, shout out Broadway rapper. He knows exactly what it is. I've reached out. There's numerous DMs. He's communicated with me and said, "Sure, bro, like whenever."
Okay, well, yeah.
I said, "Man, whatever works for you, give us. Here's our." And when we reach out to people with a podcast, and they initially respond with like, "Sure."
Yeah.
We immediately hit them back. This is just inside baseball.
Yeah.
Immediately hit them back with like our scheduling scheme, like when we're available for podcasting, and we immediately follow with just let us know what works for you. And we'll make it work on our end because we're pretty flexible as long as we get 1 or 2 days.
Some notice, yeah.
Like me and Chad are so eager to work and get content out for you guys. Like we spring on opportunity. That's a proven fucking fact at this point.
Yeah, for
sure. We never stop working. But if we can't coordinate what we have planned for the week and it's something in between, Chad, we make it happen. We figure it out. So
yeah, for sure.
He has that invite and he's acknowledged the invite and plans to maybe make it happen. But he knows he's welcome here. I'll tell you that.
Get him here.
Yeah, for sure.
Dope.
Imagine the stories he could tell.
We need to get Art here, man. Tana.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Rail had mentioned him. I know Charlie mentioned him.
Yeah.
He's just one of the good. He's just
shout out Charlie P. While when
Tana
this
has a great story, brother.
He got hit up a bunch. I remember that.
Shout out Charlie P. While you mentioned him, fun fact that when this airs, there's a more recent episode with Charlie P. Charlie P. was blessed with his presence lately. If I'm doing the math right, that'll be episode 87, and the title of that is called Suge Knight.
This is probably going to be 89 because 88's the one that we've already recorded.
Thank you, Chad. I'm waiting on you to chime in because you know how I am with that shit.
87 will be Charlie. 88 will be the one with Leroy and Mark, and then they did me this one.
Correct. That's it.
Charlie's my guy, man.
Yeah.
Great dude.
He's a great dude, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, we had the
Shout out
me and Charlie
Big Charlie.
me and Charlie had the opportunity to sit down for a lengthy amount of time about a week ago, or actually just a couple nights ago in real time. And shout out Charlie P, man. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Love that guy. But so Coy, as far as Kwik
Yes,
Money,
sir.
where's
Yes,
Kwik
sir.
Money stand? So like I said, we all know Kwik's been an established artist for a number of years here in the city, but as we grew older, Kwik, like most of us, kind of fizzled out and either stopped making music or focused on making music. Like in me, myself, I sizzled out, let it stop, and I focused on the podcast. Chad, however, has put his foot on the gas and is about to hit y'all with Dedicated July 15th. Get
July
your pre-orders
15th,
in.
baby.
There's very limited amounts available. Probably at this time, there's probably no more left. But
This
but-
may be when the album drops.
exactly. So July 15th, if it is that day, before that day, after that day, Dedicated. Go get it. Best shit
Dedicated.
ever. Chad Arms. But
Where am I at?
when was the last time you put something out? Before your new record?
Before the new single?
Correct.
The last thing that I put out that I was that wasn't a feature that I just completely did.
Yep.
Was it goes back to the whole reason I quit rapping for a long time.
And we'll get to that. Give me a year on that.
So, that was it was 2014 when my brother died, and it was it's called R.I.P. Jason. It's spelled Jasen. So I just did it heartfelt for his funeral. Put it out there. A lot of people liked it, but we were selling the F Cancer shirts at the time to help him with his cancer stuff. So when he passed, man, that was like my biggest supporter ever. So when he passed, I just had a hard time. I went through that writer's block. I was just like, like I just wasn't feeling it.
Rightfully so, bro.
So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was the last time, 2014, until but Chad, in the meantime, I had a bunch of stuff stacked away that I was just like hooks and like with verses already recorded.
Yep.
And this guy right here would hit me up and be like, "Hey, I'm putting this out because you know how, golly, 900 albums a year, guy." So he'd be like, "You got something?" Yeah, I got something. So I'd send him something that whatever the best I could find, that was
For sure. Because Kwik Money is actually on Baker's Dozen Volume 1. Me, him, and Marcus J have a song called Texting You that's dope. That was what he was talking about. It was a song that him and Marcus had that they let me get on. And then I had him on American Dream on a song me and him did called Dead Weight from like 2016 or 17. It was an old one.
And I can see why though. But Coy's I'm sorry, Coy, for the Coy. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Kwik was the type of artist though that he was like a hungry enough artist to work, a dope enough artist to call, and a smart enough artist to get in a timely manner to where you can get a verse back. If you're putting something together and you want a verse from Kwik, like hit him up. He's going to hit you back with a verse if you're worth working with. Like, I'm not sure everybody gets free verses and all that shit.
I don't charge much for verses. I mean,
you know what I mean?
I have done a lot of features in between 2014 and now.
But what that sums up to is that he's always been a talented, reliable artist.
No, for sure.
Real talk. Fun fact. I never had a record with Kwik Money, unfortunately.
Me and him got a few. We got a couple. We got one on the Chatty Bobby album, the alcohol record.
I think we did one at Blake's house.
Yeah,
where we both have a verse on.
Yeah,
I don't even. Fun fact, you never heard that, Chad.
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, Blake had a studio at the spot I live with. Yeah, shout out to Tahoe, Blake Probst.
Tahoe,
that's my guy.
Babe, yeah, that was PAB was a big part of my music situation when I was younger too, man. Which was Blake. I mean, there was a bunch of guys in there, but the main guys were Blake, Jimmy Bowie,
shout out Jimmy Bowie,
and Doughboy Derek.
Shout out Doughboy. We mentioned him once already in this podcast.
But we got there was plenty other people that were involved in that, but Blake and Doe pretty much carried that whole thing. I made the beats on the first one, pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
On the first, but yeah, man, they that was one of the big steps because a lot of just spread from people I didn't know, So
right. So when you said you did the record for your brother, 2014. You lost your brother, obviously due to cancer. When you mentioned the shirts, which is super unfortunate, you know what I mean.
For
but
sure. RIP your brother.
As long as of a break that sparked, now you have a new single, correct?
Yes.
What's the name of the single?
The name of the single is this one. God, there's like 5 of them that need to be mixed, but this one is All on You. All on You. It's featuring Wayne Beats.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout out Wayne Beats.
And you know, we have a couple things, but it wasn't the first one I wanted to put out, but it was the first one that actually got mixed down correctly.
So what happened to make you jump back in? After, I mean, that's a pretty long break from 2014 to 2022. And then to come pretty aggressive, like you say you got 5 getting mixed down, don't know which direction you're going to go with what record, but you're obviously working again. I'm curious, what.
So it started with, I just started writing down stuff to just random beats that I already had in the past. And we're not going to mention, I don't want to mention this guy's name, but there was a certain studio that no longer exists. You'll catch my drift because of something that this person did. That I had a lot of records that I was recording at.
Say less. I know where we're at.
So during that time, I was like so excited about getting a new album, but I wasn't telling anybody. So, but I had started writing just stuff randomly and just for the fun of it, because I always had the love for the music. I never quit writing poetry, poems. I never quit painting.
Very creative person. Kwik is a very artistic, creative person. He draws well. He's big into paint, like he said, and we didn't touch on that earlier, but I'm just going to cut you off and let them know that, because that was something I always knew sort of fit. And you were photography, a little photography here and there. But Kwik stayed busy as far as from 2014 when I knew he stopped being a little bit more serious about music and took that time. He was still creative in some way, majority of the time, I would say.
Try to stay creative.
Right.
Try to stay. But yeah, man. So that's what sparked it, was just the love of the music, man. I just wanted to love the art, period.
Yeah.
And then listening to other people, listen to a lot of new rappers I didn't really like.
Yeah.
And I was listening to some of my local people that I'm like, dude, they're killing these mainstream guys.
I still got it too.
I love it, and I want to get in there and throw a few swings too for fun.
Yeah, I get it.
So,
but salute to you for doing that, because I'm same type of character when it comes to when I hit pause or when I hit stop on that type of scenario for myself. And I decided I focus on Chad's career as far as being an artist. And we run a podcast, but I focus on the podcast as far as my craft.
Go.
Salute. But when Chad started delivering the type of shit he's delivering and got serious with it, of course I got that itch. Of course. I've even said it to Chad, bro, I'm going to have to hit one of these records with you. But
that itch. Shout out preparation.
Yeah, shout out preparation.
Definitely shout out preparation.
But salute to you for taking that leap and saying, fuck it, I'm swinging. I can box with the best of these motherfuckers. Put me in. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Yeah. But while it's just like that sentence I just tried to finish a minute ago, while I know Chad's one of the best doing it around, and I'm so close to him. It's nothing. If I told Chad, hey, I got 16 for one of your songs, I don't give a fuck if that motherfucker's fixed, stamped, mixed, all that. Chad's gonna fucking stop everything and make sure that I get on that record. I know it would.
For sure.
But it's I as soon as even the sentence, I would doubt it immediately.
I don't know why you do that,
because you're an amazing rapper, and I don't like rapping next to amazing rappers. I had to do it my whole career.
But you held your own every time.
Great, perfect, awesome. I'll keep it at that, guys. I get flowers for what I did back then from the guys that are still out here fucking hitting grand slams.
So let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
I mean, I know the gist of it because I remember the beginning when you was getting the logo done and stuff. But what made you want to get back into the spotlight?
Because I've always been the toughest critic, and I've always been
yes, you have
the people. Some of this city's favorite artists have always sent me records. Be conversation,
including myself.
Yeah.
What you think, Squints? And be honest with me, Squints. And I've heard that line so many times, I started being fucking honest. And the more honest I became, the more appreciated I became, and the more I found myself in that scenario. But I've always been good at running my mouth. Ask Chad, through the whole show and prove shit, as soon as the camera would come on, I'm up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I would run my mouth.
I mean, I remember the Rutledge days. As soon as the camera came on anywhere
right.
around, even when I had a camera, you would in there.
We're throwing a show. Too, yeah. Who's hosting the show? Is anybody hosting this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Give me the mic. I don't know, bro. I'm better at running my mouth and telling the world how awesome y'all are. Right? And if we can do that now with the platform we created here, that's what I love, bro. I love having this seat right here. I don't know where that switch flipped to where I realized it all.
There's less pressure.
Right?
it has organically grown to something that I absolutely love, and I think is something that is going to do way better than y'all even think or imagine right now.
That's exactly what David said to me in the chair today.
This is that's what he said to you in the chair today.
Pretty much the same thing.
He tells me we're the new no jumper of the South is what he was telling me.
It is going to grow because it's organic, and it's so like how organic it was, like from the original. Because you shared with me the original idea.
Yeah,
the original, the OG when you were rooming with,
Yeah.
So when you had all that and you were telling me, and even back then you were like, you had a song that you wanted me to, you were like, let's do the songs because you were just so bored. It's before the
podcast.
Yeah, this is before the podcast.
Yeah.
This is when he came with the idea. I mean, this is what, 20. When did
Couple
you
years
move
ago.
out of there? When did you move out of there?
2.5 years ago.
So 2019.
This would have been 2018, 2019.
Okay, before Pandy.
I was talking about the podcast though when I still live with Blake. And
Yeah.
when he said my roommate, it was my ex-roommate, Blake,
Yeah,
with
Blake,
the same guy we referenced to a minute ago. Like, that's the homie, man. Shout out Blake,
I
bro.
should want you,
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's the homie.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Blake's the homie. Y'all need to quit fucking moving to Nashville unless you hit up Blake.
Yeah,
Boom.
best realtor on the Ville.
So, because I hate y'all coming here doing all this stupid ass traffic.
Dude.
I sat in it forever today.
I did too, dude.
I sit in it every time I fucking go to
Yeah.
Nashville.
When y'all move here, call Blake. He'll put you in a house way outside the city where we don't have to deal with y'all's traffic.
Or he'll find you a great deal somewhere in the city
For sure.
and tell you which ways to go and which
Shameless
ways not
plug,
to
man.
go.
Shout out to my boy, Blake
But
Probst.
no, seriously. Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out Blake.
Shout out Blake.
Stamped.
Stamped.
Remax. Blake Probst.
So you mentioned earlier, I don't even know if you want to talk about this, but you mentioned earlier when I was referencing the I'm Quick Money album and you pushed it back because you got shot. Do you even want to talk about any of that stuff?
We can touch on it.
I think it's great if you do.
If you want to.
Yeah,
The only reason I
it's
said that is
cool.
because you said something about it. So I don't know if how many
like,
people know about it.
I mean, a lot of people know about it, but
Yeah.
I was on the fucking TV show.
That's what I was gonna
about
say.
so
He was on a show. The news covered it.
Well, I
mean, it's a big deal.
just said that because
as far as
it's been a while since I didn't know if you even wanted to touch on it.
I'll touch on me getting shot, but not necessarily. I'll just.
You don't have to relive the moment or nothing.
I'll
Yeah.
barely touch on shooting dude that shot me.
Yeah.
So what? No, you want me to? Tell
What year? What happened?
Yeah,
Coy?
just
give us a rundown. Just what year? Coy went through an experience that would literally.
I was in art college. So
Right.
This was the height of your. This was when your music.
He was a rapper. He was out there.
for
Quick
sure.
money. He's got
Yeah,
dissed in the
my music's
trunk. Like
Yeah,
he's
this
he's
was-
out here a rapper.
Shit was popping.
He had a roommate at the time that you lived with, correct?
I had 4 rooms.
Four roommates.
I had 3. One was moving out. One was moving in, but they were still all of them were there.
Yeah.
Not that night. Luckily, not that night. Just one of them was there with me. I just got home from college. I went to art college,
Mm-hmm.
which I worked during the day. Went to art college during the night. Got home. Long story short, man, like my roommate called me, was like, "Hey, I forgot my keys," but he sounded mad. And I was like, so our front door didn't work well, so we used the back door. That's where everybody parked anyways, and it was dark as shit out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go open the door. I seen him down in his and it was middle of summer, hot as fuck. He's down in his boxers and he's standing there like with his hands like, so I was like, aha. So I'm kind of like jokingly like, damn, you're that fucking hot, because AC in his car didn't work at the time. So we always clowned on each other. So when I went to go open the door, a shotgun and a pistol, boom, boom, right in our face. Told us to lay down. I just pretty much, I wasn't going to lay down.
A robbery. Someone was robbing you.
Straight
Yeah.
robbery. Yeah. Straight. Yeah.
This
So-
middle of the night, like 2 or 3 a.m. What is this?
This was at about midnight.
Gotcha.
But
So when
but
he called you,
before-
they had already.
Yeah, they had done.
they got
They
him
set him
outside.
up to open
Yeah.
the door.
They got him
Okay.
outside and stripped him down. So I never go against. This is a testimony to never go against your gut instinct.
Right.
So I always carried a pistol with me anyways. But when I was at
Facts.
the house,
Facts.
I never really had it
Boy,
always
stay
close to
strapped,
me.
bro.
So I mean, I got it on me now.
I already
Yeah.
know. Stay
But-
strapped.
You have to.
Yeah.
But so I remember laying it. I was watching TV before my roommate got home. I was there for like an hour before he did, and I started watching some movie. But I put my strap on the recliner, and I got up whenever he called me to go downstairs. Well, something told me, put it in your back pocket. He might have somebody with him, a girl or something. I'm not trying to scare nobody. So I slid it in my back pocket. Boom. Walked downstairs. that happens. Guns come out. You know what I'm saying? When the gun's on you, that's rule number one. You don't draw right then. People know that. That's how you instantly get shot and die. I mean, they already got the draw on you. What are you gonna? You're faster than that.
Yeah,
I get
a gun. So, man, I just honestly, I didn't even want to shoot the dudes, man. I just wanted.
But you were protecting yourself.
I wanted something to happen to where, you know, like best case scenario, they got some of the stuff, and then I could have fired at them without shooting them, and they would have left with nothing. So that time had passed, and I was like, okay. So then they started talking about killing me. I'm the only. I mean, I don't want to sound. This doesn't sound racist. This is realness. I'm the only white dude involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
So and they had already went through the house and stuff, or they did that.
This is 09. Without not yet.
Okay.
But they were So they were taking us one at a time.
Yeah.
Through the house, and I thought, okay, I'm wait for my chance, but I didn't want my roommate to get shot while I'm wrestling with another guy and him lose his life over me not being
hasty, right?
Yeah. So I try to, which, you know, my dad, shout out my dad. I mean, he was a drug addict, but when he was clean, my best friend. He taught me a lot of things, man.
Gotcha.
So he always said, if you get in a situation like that, don't panic. Think it out. Think about what's going to happen, how you can do it, all this. So when they started talking about killing me, it was like, tick, tick, tick. You know, tick, tick, tick. Motherfuckers like, I mean, I don't know what, but y'all are not going to kill me here. Y'all not going to kill me tonight.
Yeah.
So I got to the point where I had an opportunity to grab the shotgun without one of the guys in there. There was two guys, and there was two of them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys went downstairs. I was timing him how long he was gone with our bags of shit, which Xboxes, clothes, Jordans, which, you know, I got a shit ton of Jordans.
Yeah.
I mean, just all kinds of just stuff.
All your shit.
All my shit.
And you're sitting upstairs while he's downstairs going through everything.
With a shotgun in my ribs or in my neck. So I had this little flip phone, and it was like a little it was called a chocolate.
I remember them. LG. I had one LG chocolate.
So small.
Yep.
And it was a little MP3
I had one
player.
just like that. Yep.
So I flipped it a couple times, trying to distract him. And as soon as I distracted him enough, he went to go grab it with his right hand, where his trigger finger was. And I was trying to sucker him into that, but I didn't think it was going to work.
Right.
So I grabbed the shotgun. This is after multiple times him telling me he's got to tie us up and kill us when they leave. So
Jesus, man.
So boom, that happens. We're wrestling around. He puts it in my stomach. I push down, jump. Right when I feel it in my stomach, I see him in his eyes, like he's about to boom.
Yeah,
so
and
boom.
that's when you took the shot to the leg, right?
Yeah, I took the shot to the leg with the
Upper
shotgun.
With a shotgun, point blank range.
Yeah, upper thigh, right?
I mean, blew out that much.
Half
of my
your
femur
fucking
bone.
leg.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that much meat, and then my main artery was hanging, kept my leg together.
Mm.
And
I remember when Kwik was in the hospital.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah,
I don't remember much of that, but
so that he fired the shotgun and hit you, and then
So as he's doing that, as I'm wrestling with him, I look at my roommate. My roommate was he had to get insulin shots.
Mm-hmm.
So I had talked him finally into giving him an insulin shot before he died, before they wanted him to, pretty much.
Right.
So they let him do his insulin shot. So, but he was still, I mean, he was
pale.
as white as this. He was just super pale, man. And so I looked over at him. He still had his hands up, and I was like, bro, get up and help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, punch this motherfucker. So he did, man. He, no questions asked. He got up, started. And then when that happened, man, I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to get the shotgun. And that's when he put it in my stomach, pushed down. Boom. That happened. I landed on the couch. I was able to keep control of the end of the shotgun. And then he started getting control of it again. And I reached, grabbed mine.
Out of your back pocket?
Out of my back pocket, yeah.
That they just never knew you had.
They never searched me. That was that's why I believe.
So the guy's still down. The other guy's still downstairs.
Yeah, where's the other guy?
The other guy has not came in yet from downstairs.
Yeah. So he probably hears all this happening
and thinks that you're just getting
thinks
done
that
up.
we're getting done up.
Yeah.
So
he comes up and his boy is.
So your friend's up there with you while he's got okay.
So I hollered at my homeboy after I hit this guy.
Yeah.
You know, I hit this guy and I don't wish death upon nobody.
No,
so
well, bro, they were trying to fucking kill you, Kwik. I mean, you know.
But so I yelled at I didn't yell at him. I just told my roommate, like, hey, you know, I'm hit. Like, give me a tourniquet or whatever. I was like, before that, grab that shotgun, because I heard dude coming back in. So I'm over there bleeding out, and the other guy comes in, and he got lucky, man. I'm a good aim, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a
Coy's
good
told me for
aim.
years. He's like, I almost hit him, bro.
Man,
I
we
know
had
I
this
almost hit
iron
him.
Cast stairs that went downstairs, like these, the railing, and man, I seen the bullet in slow motion come out. Of the
Coy got
ground.
one off at him, but he missed.
And it hit the. I got two off. One was just a wild shot. The second one hit that and just.
And he ran out the back.
Well, he ran out and he was shooting into the ceiling, he was still trying to hit me.
Just distracting, probably.
Yeah, just boom, boom, boom. He was. I mean, when they did all that, when they did the ropes and all that. I mean, they said if I would have been leaning forward a couple inches or leaning to the right, it was all kind of. It would have hit me in my face.
Wow.
From one of his rounds.
And then he
Shot him
left,
low
and then he
point
was
blank
gone.
to your leg. Is,
So he was gone, and then meanwhile you're fucking bleeding
so then
out.
we just call the cops and yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I yelled at didn't yell at him. I keep saying yell at him, but I was like,
Well, bro, I mean, you just
And
got
I was like,
your
hey,
leg
you know,
is
I was
traumatic.
off right now, basically.
So I was
It's
like,
hanging there.
I'm not gonna say his name because I want to keep.
No,
he wants to keep it.
No,
private,
that's
so,
fine. Yeah.
So my roommate was like, hey, I was like, man, I need a tourniquet, like get a towel, and then he did, man, and he did a great job. Like I had to kind of like show him how.
Did you ever lose consciousness?
Yes, multiple times.
I bet.
But I was fighting to stay awake. And
Well,
then
I mean, you got arteries. And
What
shit in
level
your
of
thigh.
shock are you at this point?
Yeah,
Has it
I
even
bet.
kicked in? You're just
it was definitely
adrenaline.
shot. At first, it didn't hurt. At first, they say no, it didn't hurt at all at first. But as soon as I
Being
would say
able to
within-
see it would be such a trip, bro.
Oh, dude.
Like
Oh,
to
when
look
your leg
down
twists.
and like,
So when I got up off the couch, I knew I was shot, but I got up off the couch and flipped
Just-
over the couch.
yeah, I bet.
My leg did. This is my leg. My leg twisted because all this was gone.
Oh my god.
So my
dude.
leg, the bottom of my leg and my foot just twisted like multiple times. I landed in the hallway. I was able to crawl into a good spot to aim at the stairs. So when I got to that spot, I chilled out and I leaned against the wall. But I was in and out a bunch. They finally got there. They put me in the ambulance. I'm in and out the whole time.
Of course.
And
Of course.
then I'm awake in the ambulance for 2 seconds, and then all the lights go. Phew. And I was like, I started talking to God. I was like, man, this
You
is
thought
it.
that was it?
I said, this is it. This is the darkness. I don't know. Everything was quiet. And then I was like, dude, this is it. I'm gone. I hope everybody knows I love them,
Yeah.
which makes you appreciate life, man, later on. But the lights didn't come back on, but the back door opened, and they were like, oh, the alternator in this ambulance just fucking died.
Oh
So
my
they had to
God,
call
dude.
another ambulance to come get me.
Damn it,
And
boy.
it was just a whole shit.
Well, at least
show
by
for me.
then you at least getting fluids in you and that kind of shit.
Yeah,
at least
they
they
had
were
a
trying to
couple
keep you
fluids,
stable until another ambulance. That's unfortunate as fuck,
It
but
took me
talk
forever
about
to walk
inconvenience.
again.
I was gonna say,
yeah, dude,
I remember
months
your rehab
of
was a
rehabilitation.
while.
Like just,
I mean,
his
obviously.
leg was blowed the fuck off. I remember seeing his wound like early. And of course, I asked to see it. I was like, bro, like how they hit you, because like I said, I had a close relationship with Coy all through this.
Oh,
and
well,
I remember
Warren
when
was
he got
the first
hit.
person out of my family that actually.
I
was
think
able
he's the one
to
that called and
call
told me what happened.
Warren.
It
I think
could have
he
been
texted or called me and told me
all
what-
of us.
I think
probably.
he may have been the one to tell me that you got
Yeah.
shot.
But I remember afterwards, like when you got out, pulling up on you, like getting home when you finally got home or you were somewhere.
Yeah.
And I remember pulling up on you, and you were still laid up, like obviously, and you showing me the wound, and it was bandaged up. But then you like showed me the wound,
Yeah.
and it was still fresh at the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude,
Man, that's
Shout out to
that's a
stem
cr-
cell.
shout out to stem cells.
Oh, is
Stem
that-
cell, man. If it wasn't for stem cell research and the stem cell they put in me without my permission, by the way,
Right.
but yeah, man, that
That what
stuff
works?
grows into whatever it thinks it needs to be. So that's
unbelievable. Right?
So how
It's
much-
like,
so crazy.
How did that help
Regeneration
your leg?
like
Did it just did it fill out your leg or
it,
somewhat? I
majority,
guess?
right? I
It,
mean,
it filled out more than it would weigh. It filled out let's just say percentage wise, say without that
Mhm.
it would have been 100%, which would have been like that big.
Yeah.
My leg would have been that big. I probably wouldn't have been able to use it.
Yeah.
With that, it grew big enough to where it was about 3/4 of the size of my other my
man.
good thigh.
yeah.
Shout out stem cell research, man.
Shout out to that. Well,
I've
shout out to
always
you,
heard-
man. I mean, that's
that
traumatizing
sounds like
event, bro.
something out of a Liam Neeson movie. That's real life, but that sounds like that's crazy, bro.
Some wild stuff, man. But we all got a story, right?
No, for sure.
Well, that's a hell of one. Just so you know, like that's
do you
shit.
still have pain in that leg at all?
Oh
Or
yeah, dude.
is it's like always?
I think it's safe to say that Corey probably suffers from shit to this day numerous ways when it comes to that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's you talk about a traumatizing
like
experience,
PTSD and stuff.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they
of course.
diagnosed me all the way back to 11 years old because of some
Other stuff.
wild other stuff that was happening throughout
Gotcha.
my, and then dad being a drug addict, and then,
Yeah.
have an old drunk abusive stepdad.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not gonna go into details and all that, but childhood, man. As much as I smiled and stuff at school, man, it was a.
I get it.
Other than mom, man, she was my anchor, bro. Like that's why people are like, oh, your mom's boy. You fuck right.
Yeah.
I'll be a mama's boy till they lay me in the dirt.
Yeah.
And they dig me up and lay me back in there 1,000,000 times. It doesn't matter, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
she's been in my corner so much, man.
Yeah. Well, we only got one of them.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? I totally get that too.
But yeah, I don't care,
all
man.
them.
Shout out, mama.
Shout out
Love
Quick
you.
Money, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Quick Money, mama.
Man, I appreciate you sharing that story, dude. I
Me
didn't
too.
know.
Look,
only
we're at
reason
50.
I said it.
Look, go ahead, Chad. Go ahead.
The only reason I said it is just because you had brought it up, so I didn't know if you wanted
I'm
to.
glad you did, but
I'm glad
real
people get to
you
hear
did,
that, man,
I didn't
'cause
know
that-
if we'd get to be able to touch on that, but I really think it's important because a lot of our listeners and watchers, man, they like to embrace people's stories when it talks about how it affects their daily mental moving forward.
No, for
and
sure,
I know
dude.
for a fact that
Mental health's real, man.
No,
it
for sure,
definitely
dude.
is. And,
What
and
you
from
went through,
such a traumatic fucking story like
Bro.
that, like that would change your outlook on life forever. You know, like when we started talking about a pistol initially, when the conversation leaned that way, I made the joking comment about, Corey, stay strapped.
Mm-hmm.
He always got that thing on him.
Mm-hmm.
But he does, and it's not because he
Like
has a
Urkel,
security
two
background and
straps.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he has like a security background where he's licensed to carry. He's, even from a security standpoint, he's a licensed security officer.
Yeah.
Like he has that
Yeah,
credential.
yeah.
But you talk about a protective friend, like real talk.
No, for
Coy
sure.
is
Man,
Quick Money is always been.
Absolutely, 100%.
If he's with you, man, you have a third eye. Like he is fucking.
For sure.
He is a hawk, man, when it comes to that shit. And I'm sure some of that even stems from that experience, just from that
I'd
moment
say-
of your life.
I
You
say
know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of it. I was so man when it came to training and stuff, man. I was already. I didn't need to learn anything. I already
Right.
knew it because of that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's why.
But even back to the story, like you said in the story, when you were on the couch, like
How
the
he was
strap was
plotting.
sitting right there. It was
Intuition
sitting
is
right there for
everything.
this almost the same reason.
intuition is everything.
Right.
Never go against your gut.
Right? And then taking it with him out the room just in case. All of that is exactly what he's saying. But I guess from a protective standpoint, like Kwik was strapped before then.
Always.
But as far as being his friend through that and before that and through that and way after that, on a protective standpoint, that's when he took that shit a little bit more serious. That's when he like chased after a security fucking credential, like to be.
I would hire him.
He was already licensed.
When we
to
get
carry.
to that level, that's who I would want as my security.
That's what I'm leading to.
Yeah.
When
I'm already
I
there.
Coy, you should
Yeah.
definitely be that. Like
For
you're
sure.
Boston, shout out
sure.
Boston and Maui.
Shout out to shout out Maui, Boston, Country,
All them guys,
Rail,
definitely.
Jerry
right?
G.
That
all of
seems
them.
like your lane, man, for sure. Even if protective or personal protection,
Yeah, man.
like
Well, whenever,
I
whenever
always
y'all
feel
need me.
safe when I'm with Quick Money,
Whenever
Me too.
y'all need me.
right?
Well, see,
Them days are
When you
coming.
blow,
Real
I
easy
just
soon.
want to be on the. I just want to be on the payroll whenever you blow.
For sure, dog. I got you.
Pause.
No. One thing I'll say
That was a
too,
late pause. I'm sorry.
the stuff that he was saying while in the moment, how calm he was being in the moment. There's no way I could be that calm.
No way.
There's-
grabbing
but
the
again,
grabbing the gun.
being trained, told that by your pops, like
I don't know if I've been able to keep my gun concealed long enough to not get caught
not
with it.
not
I would have
right.
probably pulled my
You'd be
like,
itching to try to grab. Of
exactly.
course.
I would have
Yeah.
fucked up. I would have
Yeah.
pulled it out and it'd been on safety or something stupid.
Just
bro.
because
Like
you was
I would have fucked up
instinct.
and got
Yeah.
blown away.
Yeah, man.
Real talk. I couldn't imagine that, dude.
No, I'm just glad
Dude,
you're still
we're-
here, dog.
We're at
You're a
53
soldier for
minutes.
sure.
This only happens very rarely, Coy, where we go this long without hitting a commercial break because we try to keep our episodes right at an hour.
Break, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the sponsors real quick. Let's think about this story for a minute, and then when we come back, I want to talk about your mental now and where you're at, and then
Yeah, like
I want to
present
talk
day.
about the single a little bit
Yeah.
before we get you out of here,
Okay.
and then wherever it takes us. But we got Quick Money with us, man. It's ChadArmesTV. You already know. I got some shit to say. We'll be right back. Yo, real quick, let's take 1 second, Chad, real quick,
Yeah.
just to thank one of our sponsors, the GOAT, Mark Gray over at South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
For sure.
Right? Those guys are amazing at what they do. They're expert in any type of HVAC services you could ever want. We're talking like expert design, superior service, quality installation since 1985.
85, dude. 85.
That's almost 40 years.
Dude, that's insane.
I just turned 40. That's a long time. I'm really old. So obviously these guys know what they're doing. You guys need anything like that? Let me show you. These guys right here, they're the guys to call. Y'all see the name, the number, anything you may need, South Nashville Heating and Cooling can get it done.
For sure. And what better time to have them come help you out.
You said it, dude.
It's hotter than two rats making hot, passionate whoopee in a wool sock outside at all times.
That sounds pretty accurate.
You walk outside and you have heat stroke.
That's dead on. I totally agree.
Mark's your go-to guy. If you want it blowing snow biscuits in your crib, you hit up South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Do them a favor. When you get them on the phone, tell them you heard about them when I got some shit to say to podcast.
For sure.
For what it's worth. But, yeah, one more time, shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling, man. Y'all see the name. Y'all see the number, man. Get at them. It's I got some shit to say. I got some shit. Let me get the laugh out.
We're leaving it in. Leave it in.
I got some shit to say to podcast. We're back. Shout out to the sponsors, man. We got Kwik Money in the building with us tonight, man. ChadArmesTV.
Quicker.
So before the break, we were talking about numerous things. So we talked about how we came in contact with Coy, how long we've known Kwik Money, and then we led up to a real traumatizing experience Coy went through. What year was that?
09.
09. So it's been a number of years, but it was rewind to the first part of the first segment, and it leads up to a pretty intense situation that Kwik had to go through in 09 that led us up to the character he's became today.
For sure.
So that right before the break, I was talking about the level of protection the guy provides as far as being just a security blanket, so to speak. Like you go out and Kwik is with you, you don't have to worry about much. He's always watching that kind of shit. He needs to be a fucking hired security man.
He's perfect for somebody like me who doesn't.
Yeah.
No, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff because I'm so naive.
I got you surrounded, bro.
No, he's a perfect shadow for Chad Bob. For sure.
But along the way, aside from that, now we've also led up to the fact that you're making music again, which is exciting. Yeah. Because before I was Kwik Money's friend, I was a Kwik Money fan. Facts.
Yeah, me too.
Right? I'd heard Kwik's music before I met Kwik. That is 1,000,000% accurate.
That makes me happy hearing that.
Yeah, for sure.
I never knew that.
That is 1,000,000% accurate, bro. Like I heard your music before I met you, and I remember meeting you and telling you, like, bro, I've heard your shit. Your shit's dope. I remember that shit.
I heard you on Jelly's Hate Goes On album, My Life, and I heard Jelly because I met Jelly in 05, but Jelly talked about you a lot back then, but I never met you. I just knew of that song, and then when Jelly would bring you up in conversations or songs or shout outs or whatever. So that's how I got introduced to Kwik Money as far as like music or whatever.
You know how I know that they used to call you C-Dub and that was your rap name?
Oh yeah.
So I found out through we were doing these field parties where it was like me. I was doing it was either hosting them or I was the main act, main rapper guy, main music guy. Most of the time it was just me, and then like I hosted like costume parties. I walked around with a naked costume with a dick this long. Can't get on the camera. It was fake, but I mean,
obviously,
I wish it was this big.
I don't wish I had one like that.
Fuck that.
What am I going to do with
bitches
that?
Would be scared of you.
I wish because I'd move straight to California and become a goddamn porn star.
That's true. Yeah,
and make $1 billion and come back and splurge on everybody.
Yeah,
make $1 billion and then come get a penis reduction.
Yep. And then
shout out for saying penis as a grown man,
but yeah, I was out there, man.
Squint said penis like he's a doctor or something.
Well, a dick procedure, a dick surgery.
No, go ahead. I think I know where you're going with this field party because it just popped in my head when I worked at Lowe's. Somebody was telling me about you, I think.
So somebody had came to my manager at the time and was like, we got this guy named C-Dub from
Bumfuck.
At the time, I had no clue where it was at.
Yeah.
I was like, because I was an old Nashville kid. You know,
No, for sure.
The only time I went out of town was if one of the older cats put me in their car with them, and we would ride out, or Jelly, or somebody.
Yep.
Sonny in the fucking van with Sonny, or in the bus with Sonny and Stack and Jelly and Strug. So with all that said, man, somebody came to me and was like, C-Dog. I was like, that's cool. I was like, yeah, tell them come through. Well, that night you never came through, and then we had another one.
So he made a diss record about you.
No, I don't think I ever agreed to coming through though.
No.
Okay, yeah.
So like a week later, well, this is what through the grapevine. This is what how the grapevine works.
Yeah,
it's never. So they were like, well, the next show he wants to come through, and I was like, yeah, we'll pay him whatever, we'll pay him the exact. I'll split if they don't want to pay, and we'll do it. I don't even know who you are. I've never heard your music, and then it was a no show again, and I just thought at that point I was like, but I remember having a conversation with you about this in like 08 or.
And he punched you in the mouth.
Whenever. And
well, I never remember talking about getting paid, or I don't think I ever agreed to doing it.
You were just like, yeah, I semi remember that, but I don't recall any of that. Just like you just said, and I was like, yeah, okay.
See, I don't even remember who would have told me about that.
But then I didn't realize you were C-Dub until
that's why you changed your name
at that one person's studio.
Oh no! So
because you were like, yeah, I used to go by C-Dub, and I was like, what? Hold on, it's like your first feature you did for me, or I did for you.
Yes, yes. So it had to have been somebody that I worked with at Lowe's, because I worked at the factory for 9 years, or maybe it was MySpace. I don't know MySpace. I don't even know who would have hit me up or found out about me.
Maybe y'all should arm wrestle.
No, he would win.
But
no, I definitely don't. I definitely don't remember.
I never held any grudge against you. I thought it was like so cool that later on in life that C-Dub, this guy that I was supposed to meet, there was a mystery to
that you wanted to beat up.
Yeah,
there was a mystery to. No, I never wanted to beat him.
Oh no,
he's
man.
just an instigator.
And then him ended up being, we did more. I've done more features for you and more songs.
You owe
Jelly
Kwik money.
Yeah, for sure. Well, see, like I changed my name to Chad Arms in 08 because for 4 years I was getting, because I was C-Dub, most unoriginal rap name. There was 4,000 C-Dubs. Well, then people were saying, well, you're not CWB. I'm like, I'm not trying to be. My name is C-Dub, not CWB. So that was an issue to where Jelly even says it on that song Superstar we got.
There's a lot of weird stuff happening in the city back then, too.
Yeah, it was just weird. So I was like,
as far as names went, like people were like trying to be like, oh, I'm the first, and you're
for sure.
I'm the first and only Squints.
So there was a time where a dude hit me up on MySpace threatening to sue me because he owned the rights to C-Dub. And it was some DJ, and he emailed me paperwork, and I'm like, what? Let me just change my name. I've had enough of this bullshit. So I changed my name to my name because I was like, well, nobody's going to take that shit from us. That's my shit.
My name to my name.
So that's what that was. So 2008, I changed it from C-Dub to Chad Arms. But it was just so unoriginal. That was just a nickname I had in like Pop Warner football. Like that's
Pop Warner.
Just because there was two Chads on our team, and they called me C-Dub, and they called him something else.
Ball.
Pop Warner, I went from Little Devil when it was like double A.
Yeah,
and then by the time I got almost to middle school, it was Kwik. KWIK. I spelled it different because I was tagging shit.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Kwik money.
So fast forwarding up to present day, how is it? Do you do a better job, like with everything that you went through in your life, not just that one incident we spoke on, but just everything? How is it? How do you manage today with, do you have, obviously you probably have good and bad, but is everything pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much everything's smooth, man. Everybody has good and bad days, but I'm on the right medications for my PTSD, for my depression, for all that, man. Like mental health, y'all listening.
Yeah.
Go, if y'all are going through mental health and y'all are like, oh, I don't believe in big pharma. I don't either. Whatever helps you, just don't self-medicate with narcotics, please.
Right?
Yeah. You know what
At least talk about it.
Yeah.
Go talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at least.
Because different things are going to work for different people.
Talking helps.
I found myself that talking to the right people and staying on my medication the way that my doctor wants me to stay on my medication, which took years to get to this point, as far as the medication being right.
Oh, they were just constantly trying to figure out
which ones work.
It's like a formula that has to be kind of figured out based off your personality and your everyday. I could see how that can be challenging for therapists or mental doctors in any form to like determine over. I wonder how long on average it takes for physician to determine the proper dosage and prescriptions for mental illnesses.
It all comes back to your feedback to the doctor.
Correct. I bet that has to be accurate. That's all they got. You know what I mean? Because aside from the tests and shit, they can tell them how batshit crazy you may or may not be.
Yep.
You pouring fuel on their little fires lets them finalize those decisions, I guess. What I'm trying to say.
And shout out to Fathead. Y'all didn't know that me and him were slick
Shout out
related,
Fathead.
did you?
No,
I think I remember him saying that off camera or something. But
y'all are related by blood?
No, not by blood. So yeah, we got JJ, Jeff, Stevie, Tim. Those are Tim is his real brother. Stevie and Jeff are Fathead's real brother's half brother, and then or step brother.
Yeah.
JJ is his. But me and Bill were the ones that were always around those four.
Yeah.
Growing up, and we, me and Fathead rapped many times. I wish we would have recorded all those freestyle sessions with many other. James M was one of them that come through and used to rap with us.
Shout out James, Emery James.
This is no microphone. This is literally in a trap house, beating on the walls, just freestyling. Like
that's dope.
So, but yeah, me and Bill hung out with those brothers, and then we all got the family first tattoos. When we were younger, so we were all. It was just one of those family first, and then. But yeah, Fathead was always around, man. He was just one of those good dudes, man. Just
man, that's my dog.
Dude.
We love that guy
for sure,
man. Always a positive dude, man.
Always
just a good dude. I go to war behind him. Shout out Fathead. Shout out Kansas Rebel, man. Can we hit that button?
Yeah, come on, hit that can. You're damn right. Go ahead. See how good I was at it. Shout out Kansas, man. He's gonna be at tailgates and Tall Boys too, baby.
Damn right.
Yeah, shout out we love that guy.
Yeah, salute to Kansas Rebel.
Wow, shout out Bill.
Shout out Bill.
Shout out Bill.
Is my brother. Y'all, everybody who follows me or knows me, knows anything about me for the last
just like your
30
best friend,
years. Right? Yes. That's my best friend. So, yeah.
Shout out to best friends.
Man, he loves this podcast. Shout out to Bill.
Shout out
West Nashville Nation's finest, baby.
Hell yeah, baby.
It's West Side Bill, baby.
I've had the pleasure of meeting the gentleman before. I believe we've met. I'm pretty confident. I told Coy I'm about 90% sure I've met Bill at least once.
Sure
we probably have it at the Rutledge at some point.
Any friend of Kwik.
I love you, Bubba. I'll see you in a little bit.
Yep.
He's on the way. He won't see this for a while. But
either way, he'll be on the way.
I mean, probably the day this drops, I'll probably be going to see you too.
Shout out Kwik Money, man. It's been a pleasure having you, man. I'm glad we finally got you on.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, what else you got?
You got anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, so I put my Cash App up, and I'll put the Cash App up again the week this drops.
Yeah.
But whoever starts sending just anything, man, as long as it's enough for shipping, I've got so much shit for like
merch and stuff.
Anything from like not necessarily merch, but like music, like unreleased music that I can sign, or
okay, gotcha.
Hats I can sign. I mean, just different stuff that I just have, and in Nashville, like rap history stuff.
Yeah,
that are like hard copies of this.
Yeah, lanyards or something. Shows or something.
I mean, I've got so much stuff that I could sign, or that I could just send. But I mean, I've got so much stuff. But anybody who wants to send anything, I'm just saying.
And that's available on your IG.
My Cash App is on my IG and my Facebook.
Yeah, make sure it's on your IG because Chad will put
all
that in the description below.
It's on my IG.
In the description below, y'all tap into his IG and follow the directions of what he's talking about on his Cash App post.
So just say whatever whatever it is. Just tell me like how I get a hold of you on IG. Yeah. And then let me say, hey, I'm the one that sent this. And
your IG's below. They can DM you.
Yeah.
Right there on the DM, baby.
So I mean, I got some really good. I don't want to spoil it, but I've got some really good stuff that y'all are gonna. And I'm gonna ask everybody to repost what I sent them.
So
that y'all
for sure.
know, so that
you could really start something with that.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
I just really want, I mean, I've got so much I got piles and piles of stuff from all these years that people would love to get their hands on now.
Yeah.
And I want to spread the love, man. But as long as it's enough for shipping, I got you. I mean, I'm not going to come out of pocket and ship it to
Zimbabwe.
God dang, Zimbabwe, like you said, and have it floating up the fucking Nile River.
Yeah, still
when you sent me $2, So
send you a
Hell
stamp.
yeah, dude.
If you send me something
yeah.
too small or something, man, if you send me just increments and say, hey, this is something, then, but if you send me something too small, I just might send it back to you and just might
Be like,
bless,
no,
bless you with
peace in the
something.
Middle
I don't
East,
know,
you know?
man.
Peace in the Middle East.
Love
Yeah.
y'all.
Shout
And,
out Quick Money.
And I want to talk about that single, man. Just
Oh yeah, new single. Name of it was.
we could have talked about the Joe Rilla story, but we can do that next time.
Yeah, you gonna be busting the block, dog.
But we can talk about the new single.
Yeah.
We're gonna end it after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Make sure we talk about that single for sure.
All right.
What was the name of the single?
It's
You
all
told
on-
us once.
It's all on you. So
All
it's
on you. Yeah.
KWIK. Everybody gets that mixed up. So everybody who says Quick Money, who newer supporters,
Yeah. Again,
it's
below, bro.
KWIK.
They'll see it below.
Yeah.
It's literally a click away.
MONEY. Quick Money.
They'll lead
So-
straight to the Instagram. When's the single? Is the single out? Is it dropped
it's
yet?
out
When's
now.
it gonna
The
drop?
single is out now.
Gotcha.
It has no visual, but it does have the artwork. It's featuring Wayne Beats. It's called All on You. If rock, country, and rap, like outlawish country
Yeah.
and metaphor rap, if it all had a baby, and
That's what this will be.
this would be one of the 100 babies. For sure.
Okay, hell yeah.
Okay.
So
Hell yeah.
All
dude.
right.
Shout out to
Out there.
country rock
It's
rap
out there.
babies.
Shout out to
So-
country rap rock babies.
if they all got together, if all them genres got together and just smushed it up, I mean,
Country
It's
rap
just
rock
something
babies, baby.
it's either for you or it ain't. So
Hell yeah, dude. I'm proud of you, dog. I'm glad you pulled up.
stream
Man.
that shit on Amazon Prime. Buy
For sure.
Buy it on Amazon or iTunes.
Buying it's a lot better,
You
man.
can,
Yeah.
Buying's a lot better.
If you can. Yeah,
if you can.
we
But if
see
you
a lot
can't-
more of it.
If you can't stream it on Amazon Prime, if you can't do that, stream it on any other platform.
It's
it
up
doesn't
there.
matter.
They know how
So-
it goes.
It's up there, baby.
So
It's quick money, man.
Quick
money's here.
moolah,
I'm coming back because
baby.
this wasn't my real episode, y'all. Squints.
Quick's a good friend. He just pulled up. He's been in our lives, tapping in enough, and he had aspirations to pull up and hang out for a little while. We finished an episode right when he pulled up. Chad had just got back from getting his haircut. Shout out David Manning of Rockies. And we were like, fuck it, we'll just run into an episode. We planned on doing half an episode, turn into a full episode. So shout out Quick Money. Shit's
Hell yeah,
easy, man.
dude.
We're over here fucking doing
Here.
layups.
Shout out Joe Rilla for shouting me out.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Rilla for
He'll
sure.
be back soon, too. Maybe we can
Yes.
incorporate both of y'all just
I
being
love
here.
Joe.
That'd be
That's
fun.
my guy.
Everybody loves Joe, man.
We've done business together. We've done.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Shout out
that's
Joe
a whole
Rilla, one of the
nother story.
goats. Y'all check out his new episode, Flock With Us. It was the one up a couple weeks ago or whenever this is. I don't know. They all blend together at this point. But shout out Quick Money. What was the name of this episode? What were we going to call it? We said it earlier.
I forgot.
Right, we never remember. We always have to watch the edit. But
Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. That's the
Unless
name
you
of
want
the
to call. What do you want to
I
name it?
was going to say all on you if nothing else.
Yeah,
failed.
we could do that.
Either that. Yeah,
Yeah,
either or.
that's
Oregon
the
Trail
single.
kind of. I like the Oregon Trail, me personally. This
But
is
the
me.
Oregon Trail with this, but the all on you is about it incorporates
The
a
name of the
single.
single.
Oregon Trails. All
But he
on
said
you.
this ain't even his official fucking
It's
episode.
not-
He
oh,
just
it's not?
said that. This
Oh.
ain't the Quick Money episode.
Oregon
All
Trail.
on You happens to be his first new single back, but he didn't come here to promote All on You. Facts.
Oh, it was
Is
just
that-
kind of well,
Facts.
because there's so many layers to it.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
If you give all of, that way, we not give
I'm just being,
everything.
I'm
on
just
first
being a
episode.
dick because I wanted to be called Oregon Trail.
Volume 1.
Okay, cool. There it is. Shout out Quick Money, man. We
'Cause I'm
love you,
coming
Bubba.
back
Yeah, you're welcome here anytime.
Hey, I love y'all.
we
and
tell
I love y'all.
Yeah, we tell all of our guests, man, when they come, once you get that chair, you get that opportunity. Anytime you got some shit to say, pull up on me. But
I know,
you
y'all.
being a close friend, bro, you know what it is. You just give me a buzz, bro. We'll
We've
do
been
it
saying
again.
that we've been doing this. My times that match up with yours sometimes. So hey,
And plus, I'm across the map. But anyway, y'all go to ChadArmesTV right now. Get your pre-orders in still. Right now, we're planning on, we said this is 11th, I think Chad said.
Yeah, so Let Me Drown drops tomorrow.
Let Me Drown video drops tomorrow. Check that premiere. Be sure to tap the fuck in and get your pre-order for the dedicated. They're sold out at this point. The pre-orders are sold out,
probably
but
not any
still
left, yeah.
pre-order the album. We are charting on the 15th. I fucking
Yes.
swear it.
I'm
Dedicated,
charting my
available
pants,
the
baby. I
15th.
love you.
Charting our pants.
take some of that Famunda cheese and smack that fucking button to
Yeah,
pre-order.
do that.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Famunda cheese,
the
I like
I Got
that.
Some Shit to Say shirts are available at ChadArmesTV.com. The new trucker hats from Show and Prove. The new t-shirts are up. The I'm So Dedicated shirts are up. Leroy Biggs' new single, Howdy
29th.
Howdy, the 29th of this month.
Awesome.
We working, baby. We working. It's Show and Prove to the dirt over here, man. Y'all tap the fuck in. ChadArmesTV. I Got Some Shit to Say.com. Shout out Quick Money.
Love
we out
y'all.
of here. Chatty.
But bitch, we got views.